Good morning, Vietnam. Joe's hanging from a palm tree, and I'm your host, Nick the Shark Herps. Welcome to Opinions Mostly.
What up, Nick?
Sitting directly to my left, but your right, straight ahead, is the one, the only, Joe Rich Boy Spollery.
Yeah.
How's it going this morning, Joe?
What's up, bro? It's good, man. We're dialed in. About 2.5 Red Bulls deep so far, so
that explains a lot.
getting it going, baby.
Oh gosh, a lot of energy. I love it. First of all, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy holiday season. I feel like clapping. There you go. I can't hear you, Joe.
Woo!
But you know who could hear yesterday was Ben Simmons. He wasn't hearing clapping though.
He's hearing a whole lot of nonsense, that's for sure.
Yeah. His return to Philly.
He did return to Philly, and he played this time.
And he
last time.
Yeah.
That was a lot of people were heckling him. They booed him in the beginning, and that was about it. Especially, I guess they had extra security and police there because we all know how ruckus Philly crowd can get. So and then no Joel Embiid, no James Harden. Somehow the Sixers still win and beat a healthy Nets team that had Kevin Durant and Kyrie playing. And Ben Simmons did all right, but he disappeared in the fourth quarter.
Pretty standard.
Did you watch the game last night, Nick? Of course you did.
I watched the highlights. I had to watch the highlights, so I'm not a big NBA guy, to be completely honest.
Kings on a 7-game win streak, just beat Memphis last night. Woo.
I root for the what's that one team?
The underdogs.
The Bucks.
Oh, Milwaukee, yeah.
I
One team with the
Bucks.
MVP on it, and Giannis that won the championship a couple years. Yeah.
The only guy I ever liked, the only time I ever watched it was with you, and like it was all about a Durantula, and they don't even call him that anymore. So,
oh no, yeah,
there goes my hopes and dreams.
He's kind of just disappearing, man. I'm telling you.
All right, let's hop into the NBA now that it is week 12 in the NFL.
Into the NBA.
I mean, did I just say that? Into the
Yeah,
NFL? Now that let's hop into the NBA now that it's week 12 in the NFL.
Hey.
All right, anyways, it's been that kind of morning. No buys this week, so Thanksgiving.
Happy
that means we get to see more games, more action.
What am I thankful for? More crappy games.
More real crappy games. Although, well, you said that you're going to look forward to the Bills-Lions we got tomorrow. We got the Giants-Cowboys, and then the Patriots-Vikings.
Solid lineup, for sure.
I think that they're all going to be blowouts except for the Patriots-Vikings game. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong.
You do think I'm wrong?
The Bills-Vikings, we'll get into it later, but the Bills-Vikings game, it might be a 35-20.
It's not Bills-Vikings, Bills-Lions.
Bills-Lions game might be 35-20.
Check your blood sugar.
Cowboys Giants should be fine. They should be within that range with the line or the over-under is.
Their offensive line's all injured and sick. So they don't even have their starting offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know this?
No. Of course I knew this. Yeah. I'm still taking them, man. I'm absolutely I've still taken a close game here, man.
Oh my God. Okay. Even though Dallas just put the hurt on the Vikings, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're still going.
That's a fluke. That was just a fluke.
You're still going. The Giants are okay. Like the Giants are good.
The Giants okay. You are what your record says. You're 7-3.
Shit. They're all hurt and sick. And what's your biggest excuse for the Rams sucking? That they're hurt and sick. Riddle me this, Batman. Jesus. Okay. Anyways, the Bills-Lions game. You think that's going to be closer than a blowout? Not a blowout?
Yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I think 35-20, maybe 31-20.
Let me guess, you got the Lions winning? No. Oh gosh. Okay.
No, I'll be the Bills for sure, but I think the Lions are in a lot of these games. They beat the shit out of the Giants last week on the road. I mean, and the Giants, according to me, are that team.
You hate yourself.
Oh gosh.
That's why it's opinions mostly, ladies and gentlemen. Don't take anything we say seriously.
Because Nick is wrong all the fucking time. I know.
According to Dave.
Yeah.
Dave doesn't pay enough attention, and he doesn't bet on the weeks that I win. So
he doesn't pay enough into the bets. You're right.
Exactly. Exactamundo. I'm the opposite. I think the only close game, like I said, is going to be that Vikings game. I think the Buffalo Bills are just going to blow out the Lions, and obviously, I don't have any confidence in the offensive line of New York and Daniel Jones. If Saquon could get his legs turning, they might have a chance. And Dallas's run defense isn't that great. So
See? Thank you.
But if they shut it down, that's the only threat they have right now. So all they got to do is study film and pay attention to what the hell they're doing. Tell me I'm wrong. Anyways,
I think the Vikings are going to blow the brakes off the Patriots too.
Real quick, Joe, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Oh, I'm hanging out. I'm going to some friend's house.
Okay. Are you bringing in a dish or anything? You making anything?
No,
special?
they have. I offered, and they're like, no.
Not even that classic macaroni and cheese we had?
They're making their own.
No Joe's Mac. Are you kidding me?
That's what I'm saying. Joe's famous mac and cheese, like Mac from Always Sunny.
Straight out the box.
Straight out the box, baby.
Okay, well, that's disappointing. I was really looking forward to that mac and cheese, even though I'm not going to see you. I just wanted you to take pictures of it.
Oh.
Hashtag white people. All right, so if you don't know, now you know that Saleh has benched Zach Wilson. Right, so that means their backup second string quarterback, which is not Joe Flacco, Mike White.
Yeah, Mike White
will be starting this weekend. Joe, how are you feeling about this? I mean, we all know that he's been struggling and he's been acting like a child because he is a child. First off,
he's an entitled child. Yeah. This stems obviously from not taking accountability at the podium last week. I think NFL Live and everyone spent like 2 whole days talking about like that was just a complete bonehead move.
He's a kid.
Yeah, he doesn't understand, and obviously he's starting to lose some of that locker room. Defense side for sure. Offense, who knows? Yeah, Mike White. I mean, I remember a couple times he was playing last year, and you were on his bandwagon for a hot minute.
Yeah, he's all right. I mean, it'll be a very tough game for him to win because they're playing the Bears, and he's gonna have a lot of pressure to not lose to the crappy Bears. The Bears are worse than the Packers.
Hold on here. The Bears have been trending upward. Their stock price has been increasing here the last couple of weeks.
And they still haven't
mostly.
And they still haven't won games. So what does that say?
I understand. Well, also allegedly this was supposed to be his last week to start, or like his last final chance, because the Jets drafted Zach Wilson over Justin Fields in that draft. So obviously he would have to show out and show that he was the right decision instead of Justin Fields. But now that's not even the case. Now Justin Fields is going to go out there and just ball, I think.
I mean, he has been. So yeah, and yeah, whatever. I don't really know how to feel about any of that. I mean, I think Robert's doing a great job like coaching his team and teaching some discipline. That's all you can really say towards that.
There you go.
There's not much to talk about.
Zach Wilson might need to be traded out of New York. We'll see.
He's putting a kid in timeout,
That's fair. Okay.
That's what he's doing.
They're going to toss every last string they have since they drafted him so high. It's kind of like how the Bears stayed with Trubisky for as long as they did, just because they traded up to get him and stuff. I think they're going to do the same thing with Zach Wilson before they fully move on, but I got another take on that coming shortly.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear it. And you know what? Actually, I can't wait to hear it, but we have to talk about it anyways. My man, Jimmy G put on a show this weekend.
Jimmy times, man.
Wow. It's about time, right?
Why does everyone hate on him so much? All he does is win.
Because he doesn't ever throw touchdown passes except for this weekend.
When he threw not 1, not 2, not 3, 4.
Correct. But still, that's once every blue moon, dude.
Oh man.
But see, here's the difference.
Jimmy G haters out there.
This is what we were talking about at like week 1, week 2 is game management. What makes a good quarterback is not just their stats, it's how they manage the game. He's managing the game and managing to win.
And he's managing wins. Yeah, about to say.
Yeah, even when he's not throwing like the ball, like it doesn't matter. That's what it all comes down to. How do you run your company? How do you run your company even if you're not that great of a CEO? That's what it comes down to.
Disney just put Bob Iger back in because they're struggling.
I know, right? The smartest move they ever did. Whatever. let's talk about the quarterbacks here. I want to do a little quarterback session here. We should come up with a name for this and talk quarterbacks, like armchair quarterback or something. I don't know. Better quarterback, Dak or Jalen Hurts?
Jalen.
And why you say this?
The tangibles. Also, Jalen's got more room to grow than Dak does. I think Dak's going to reach the ceiling in terms of quarterback skill and being he's still a top, 10, 13 quarterback in the league, but Jalen Hurts is just balling out of control. He got better legs. He can run better than him. I think he's a better leader as well than Dak is. Not to take anything away from Dak, but I think Jalen. I mean that offense goes when Jalen is firing, no question.
I agree. I totally agree. You said it. You said it all. You said it best. I want to point out a few things. Obviously, Dak was hurt for several games, 5 games of the season. But when he was playing and healthy, he lost 2 games. Right? Here we go with the game management again. How many did Jalen lose?
One so far.
Yeah, just one.
It's kind of a fluke. Kind of a fluke too.
But yeah, against the team they should have just destroyed because they did week 3. But there's that. It's the game management thing again, and the experience. I mean, Dak's been playing so long with the Cowboys, and he's not produced. He's never produced. It's like a history thing.
One playoff victory, and it was against the Seahawks in 2018.
Yeah. It's honestly embarrassing is what it is.
Even Skip's low on Dak, He's like,
and that speaks for itself right
He's
there.
super high on Jalen Hurts. He's like, I wish Jalen was my quarterback. He's like, God, I love that kid and the leadership ability, and he's still growing and all this stuff, Yeah, that's saying something coming from the leader of the cult.
Yeah, so let's go back to Jimmy G. How you feeling about him and his situation?
Okay, so what if Jimmy G wins the Super Bowl? Do you think the Niners have to keep him?
Bang, bang, Niner gang. They'll be going crazy. Yeah, of course they got to keep him. And that just gives a great opportunity for them to trade Trey Lance and build the rest of their team. But will they? No, probably not. And even if they did, no, they probably would not start Jimmy either. His stats aren't there. His stats aren't there on paper.
So here's the hot take. You ready for this?
Hot take.
Jimmy G goes to the Jets this offseason.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
Think about it.
That'd be great.
Think about it. Their defense is top 10. They have a good head coach in Robert Saleh. There's the 49er connection there. Saleh and Jimmy G when they were in San Francisco together. And the Jets quarterback currently stinks. And the Niners don't want Jimmy G. So I think Jimmy goes to the Jets, and they're going to have like a 3 to 5 year run minimum where they're going to be challenging the Bills in the AFC East.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take. Then where does Wilson do? Does he stay there and he's just backups?
Dak Wilson? Yeah, shit. That's a good that.
Or he comes to the Packers.
There you go. Maybe the Packers trade Zach Wilson for Jordan Love straight up,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd be fine with that. I don't believe in Jordan Love.
I don't know. I think Zach Wilson. I think either he's going to back up or he's going somewhere else for sure. Maybe he goes. Hell, maybe he goes to Carolina and he becomes their quarterback. Since Sam Darnold went there, he follows in the footsteps.
That would be Carolina's curse. That's for sure. A Carolina curse right there. Just the worst quarterbacks all the time.
Oh man, yeah, Baker. We all thought Darnold. I don't know if you were. I was on the Darnold hype train. I was like, oh yeah. I mean, as soon as he gets out of New York, he's going to ball. But unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way.
He had his moments.
But yeah, I think
hype train.
I think Jimmy G will either go to the Jets or the Panthers this offseason. Mark my words. My words.
They're marked. Let's mark it down. Week 12 in the NFL. Who you got for MVP? Obviously it's usually quarterbacks, except for like that one time Adrian Peterson won it 10 years ago or something.
I mean, there should have been a year Aaron Donald should have won it.
That's
not me. I don't know why.
You can go back to enjoying your little island beach party. Get back there. Get the hell out of here.
The bias has entered the room. No,
seriously. If you had to pick a quarterback for MVP, who are you going with?
I was Patrick Mahomes. There's no question.
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes is still lighting it up. He's doing every. Remember the whole narrative was narrative. You remember the whole narrative was as soon as Tyreek Hill leaves, Patrick Mahomes is done for because now he has nobody to throw to. So now we're in the second part of Patrick Mahomes' career. The first part was all the flashy moves, winning the Super Bowl, stuff like that. Now we're in the second phase of his career where people are coming and going, and he's the only consistent. Kind of like Tom Brady for years and years and years in New England, right? Or even Aaron Rodgers too, where receivers are coming and going, personnel is coming and going, and Patrick Mahomes is still lighting it up. And I think we all are taking for granted what he does day in, day out on it, all the time. I think Patrick, no question.
That's a good narrative. I don't totally disagree. I think he's definitely favored anyways to win, but I like to take a closer look at Tua Tagovailoa, man. That's my guy. That's my guy right there.
Well, hold on here. Tua only got good when Tyreek got there, right?
Okay. See, that's,
well, it opened up everything.
Hold on.
You say Tyreek opened up everything. Like Waddle's performing well as well. I mean,
which is what it's supposed to do anyways. He's still making the right decisions. And if you want to look at stats again, Tyreek Hill only has 4 touchdowns. So he's stretching the field for sure. And he's making people have to cover him for sure. That's great. That's what you're supposed to do in that position anyways.
I only have 4 touchdowns too if I was getting double teamed every play.
How many does MVS have? Because he's the Chiefs' new stretcher guy. He doesn't have many. He can't have more than Tyreek. Anyways, my point is Tua has 18 touchdowns and 3 interceptions this year. He was out for those 2 games, 1.5, 2 games with a concussion, and he still has the best QBR in the league right now. Come on.
Well,
Come on.
Does he have the best QBR?
Yeah, he does. Oh, he has.
How many touchdowns did you say he had?
18.
Patrick Mahomes is 28.
Yeah, of course he does. But Patrick Mahomes also played 2 extra games, first of all. So let's give Tua at least 2 touchdowns in each one. That'd bring him up to 22. He's only 6 behind. How many interceptions? Patrick has 7, and Tua has 3.
But Patrick Mahomes played 2 more games than Tua.
Dude.
If you want to spot the game, don't just spot him when it's convenient for your argument. Put it around.
We can go back and forth. We can go back and forth.
Your opinion is terrible, and I hate it.
That's what it is at the end of the day. And the story, the narrative is better anyways with Tua coming back from a concussion and just like.
Oh, that's fair. I'll give you that. Well, also Tua got a brand new head coach as well. Guy from the Niners, the offensive coordinator.
It's the narrative.
I'm not denying Tua is a good quarterback and he's playing at a high level, but come on, different pedestals here, bro. Tua and Patty Mahomes.
Well, we could talk about Arrowhead Stadium being an advantage. We could go as deep as that. How unfair is that? Miami's always getting rained out and flooded.
So you're thinking Tua is the MVP this season? You're thinking Tua is the MVP this season?
I'm saying he's got a good shot.
I think you're smoking something, man. All right, I think you need to be drug tested.
When he wins it, we'll talk about all the drugs you have to buy.
When? Okay. Oh my gosh. Are you taking that shit that Aaron Rodgers took from South America? What was it?
Ayahuasca? No. Hell no, I don't do drugs. Drugs make me nervous. Anyways, all right, let's keep moving forward here. You did say something about who has a bigger impact. Was it Tyreek or Mahomes? I think we know what you're gonna say. Right?
My homeboy. My homeboy.
And I like the fact that Tyreek, the cheetah, can come on into a team and help them that much more because it's always about one missing piece, right? And I think that was their missing piece between the coach, between Waddle now has an opportunity to step up, which he's been doing fantastic. I mean, he's an awesome wide receiver, but you can't live up to your full potential without people around you to help you out. So I would say Tyreek had a bigger impact on their team because Mahomes always has a big impact on his team. So it says bigger impact.
Fair. I still don't like your opinion.
Well, it's mostly an opinion. So, how far would the Titans go? We're switching, obviously. How far would the Titans go in the AFC? Well, actually, we didn't write this down, but I do want to talk about it real quick before we get to that Titans question there. The AFC in general is obviously the way stronger conference. Do you agree or disagree?
Oh, there's no question. I said before the season started, in the NFC, you can kind of see which teams are going to be there in the end. At the time, I said it was going to be Tampa Bay, Green Bay,
Tampa,
the Rams, and I think the Who's the fourth team?
Yeah, you might have said
The Vikings. The Vikings. So I kind of said those four teams based on how every other team is just trash. But obviously that kind of got turned upside down. Now it's the Niners, the Seahawks. Tampa's still kind of there. Green Bay, long shot.
Vikings. I mean,
yeah, Vikings. And then I said in the AFC, you can count who's going to be out. It was going to be the Houston Texans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and at the time I said the New York Jets, because every other team is like that competitive. Cincinnati, even Cleveland a little bit. They might be able to bounce back. Pittsburgh.
I like Cleveland, man. I like Cleveland. I think they can get it back.
The AFC West. I mean, we all thought this was going to be the hardest division in football.
Raiders and Broncos just shit
and everything else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the Chargers have their head above water a little bit, but still the Chiefs are just still running away with it.
You remember how like Russell Wilson goes to Denver and they're like, oh, he's gonna air out the ball because he's got a great arm, and like the ball goes farther, mile high, and then he's done nothing.
Yeah,
he can't throw the ball.
We don't know. It's coaching, in my opinion, in Denver. That's the issue.
Yeah, I mean,
then the Raiders are supposed to be good with Josh McDaniels and then Devontae Adams coming over.
Yeah,
nothing.
I love it. I love it because
no. And then the Chargers are supposed to be good, but then they're completely injured.
Yeah. No, my point being was, it's pretty dangerous in the AFC, so it's going to be really tight. And the Titans, getting back to the Titans full circle here, are 7-3 right now. Obviously, leading the AFC South. Ain't nobody in the division going to catch them right now. They're on a hot streak. What's your confidence level in Ryan Tannehill? And how great would it be, you think, if Aaron Rodgers were to end up on the Tennessee Titans?
Yeah, Tannehill will keep, not to reuse that same term, but Tannehill will keep the Titans' head above water. It's a weak division with Indy still struggling, Houston being what they are. Terrible. And what's the other team? It's the Jags. Yeah, Jags are still just under average. I think if Rodgers was in Tennessee, they'd be running the table.
That's a bold statement. 1 sec. We interrupt this broadcast for I don't know what reason. Hold on. Joe probably has to go take a shit. Anyways, my opinion is I'm just gonna talk while he's gone. Aaron Rodgers is probably gonna retire, I think. I think he's getting ready to move on with his life. I'm not gonna make fun of him like the drugs thing and all that stuff. I think it's whatever. Everyone's allowed to live their own life, and it's not performance enhancing, even though people claim that it was. I obviously live in Nashville, so it'd be great to watch him play here all the time. It'd be fun. But like I said, I think he's just going to retire. And as for Tannehill, he's got to go.
I think. Well, they got Malik Willis, right, as the backup.
Yeah, but dude, you know what? Zach Wilson or Trey Lance. If San Francisco kept Jimmy G and threw Trey Lance over here, oh man, him and Derrick Henry,
they'd have to get good return for Trey Lance because they gave up 3 first-rounders to get him.
Yeah, I know. It'd be something else.
On that note with Rodgers, on Pat McAfee, we got Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays every Tuesday.
Oh, sure. Yeah, he's a dedicated fan, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, Pat, if you ever watch this, have this guy on. He watches the show religiously, blows up my phone every day about it.
Yeah. No. Well,
actually, that's him right now. No.
AJ Hawk asked him, like when you're having these downs and your season's not going the way you want to go, does retirement start to creep into your head? You just think about walking away from football. And Rodgers said, no, it's a mindset and a mentality to be laser focused during the regular season. And he said certainly those thoughts creep up, but I toned it out entirely and I just focused on the job at hand. Very cliche Rodgers answer.
Yeah, it's bull. It's bull. We all know how that goes. Rodgers is one of those guys that'll like say one thing and it'll stick for a while, and then it'll just change his mind and so, oh yeah, you know what? This is even better. Like this is an even better route to go, and then he'll just.
I don't think he retires after this one. I think he's got 2 left. To be honest with you.
I don't think he's gonna. I'm saying I don't think he'll go anywhere else other than Green Bay.
No,
I don't think he'll play anywhere else.
He's getting the bank.
Yeah, he'd retire before he leaves Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about. You wrote this down, so maybe you want to talk about it. Your favorite Thanksgiving moment, Joe.
I think it's I think it was like when I flew out. When did I come out? Was it last year?
Yeah, you've
Last
been
year?
out here like 3 times for Thanksgiving. I think ever since we've lived here.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it was our tradition. And
Probably
then
last year. We just got super trashed the night after. Oh man.
That's why I say Joe's famous mac and cheese, dude. That I'm gonna miss it this year. We bought a big old block of Velveeta and like 6 different cheeses and Mexican,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna have big old strong old turds going out.
I gotta prepare my dietary system and my diet for Wisconsin.
Wisconsin,
Yeah, I
which
got
dude,
yeah.
at this rate, they might have all their backups in. We're gonna just watch the worst
both
game
teams,
of our lives.
both teams,
Both
both
teams.
teams.
If you haven't heard, December 19th, we're gonna be over there in Lambeau, watching probably all the backups start.
That's supposed to be the game of the year, and now it's like
It's the
ESPN's trying to do everything they can to flex it or something. For
yeah. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll get my refunds on all my stuff. I might as well.
No, right? Yeah.
Have to sit in the cold
That's
in the
so
snow.
funny.
All right. We're getting close to wrapping up. I want to talk about your facts entirely you got for us, Joe. What do you have for us this beautiful Thanksgiving?
Facts entirely brought to you by no one, but we got some good ones here.
Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us. Yeah. First, so this is a fact. The first Thanksgiving Day game was played in 1934 between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
Appropriate.
Part of the reason why the Lions, well, not part of the reason why, the reason why the Lions play on Thanksgiving every single year was back in the 30s when ownership was trying to get people and to go to the games and butts in the seat. Because historically, the Lions have just been trash for the entire existence of their franchise, outside of for those couple of years with Barry Sanders and of course Matthew Stafford lighting up to Calvin Johnson. But outside of those couple of years, just trash. So he decided to move the game onto a national holiday so that people would be forced to watch their game on prime time on a holiday when everyone is indoors, eating their turkeys.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's smart. And the Cowboys saw that opportunity too, and started doing it in the 60s. So,
and that makes sense.
That's why the Lions and the Cowboys are always playing on Thanksgiving Day.
And
now, for how long the Thanksgiving games have been going on for, you would think everyone's played in it at least once, right?
Wait. Hold on.
What?
This next fact is brought to you by Butterball Turkey. Have a Butterball Turkey. They're delicious.
Oh my God. Butterball Turkey. Sponsor us. There is one team that has never played on Thanksgiving Day.
Let me guess. No. You tell me.
You guess. I want to hear your guess.
No.
Okay.
No. Go.
Green Bay. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, that's a lie.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, the only team never play on Thanksgiving.
Interesting. Why is that? Do you know why that is?
Because no one wants to watch that shit.
I was thinking it was like Houston or something, which is pretty much the same thing.
Well, Houston's at. I'd say over. Well, because obviously Jacksonville and Houston are the newest franchise expansions in the NFL. I would say over the course of both franchises, I think Houston's had more up years than down years compared to Jacksonville. That's probably why.
I mean, maybe I don't really know because ever since I can remember, Texans have sucked.
Mm-hmm. Well, they had the Deshaun Watson
Jaguars.
Years.
Yeah, but those were still not that great. I mean,
Matt Schwab. Yeah, a couple of formidable years there. But,
nothing to write home about, that's for sure.
Nothing to write home about. Which NFL teams have never won a game? There's a couple. So obviously,
the Lions.
No. The Lions. Believe it or not, they have won because they're not on this list.
On Thanksgiving? Wow.
Yeah. So the Jaguars obviously never won. The other teams are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh.
Cincinnati Bengals, which makes sense because they've been trashed forever as well. Outside of Carson Palmer years and the Joe Burrow years now.
Yeah.
And then the Cleveland Browns, which once again, not too surprising, trash franchise.
Huh. Yeah, but I feel like, Cleveland Browns, Brown, Thanksgiving, Brown, deadly.
Right? it'd be synonymous with it, right? But no, it's not.
They need to change that, bro.
And then there's 3 teams. They're undefeated on Thanksgiving.
Wait. This next fact is brought to you by Stouffer's Stuffing.
Stouffer's.
Stuff your face. No.
Oh my gosh.
Sponsor us. Bro.
Sponsor us. Stouffer's, sponsor us. I
They
love
just
you.
like send us a bunch of stuffing, just like 60 boxes.
I love it. Which teams are undefeated on Thanksgiving Day? It's 3 of them. 3. Baltimore Ravens, the Carolina Panthers, and Nick's Houston Texans.
Are you serious?
It's right here, baby.
Oh,
Houston
jeez.
Texans.
Does it say how many games they won? How many do they win?
No, it's just telling you like
I want to know. They only played like once or something, and that's the only game.
Well, we need a stat person in here that can give us that.
Yeah, we're also hiring interns. We'll give you college credit that has no value because we can't sign off on that because we're not a business yet.
It's all about the experience. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Amen, brother. Amen. You get a lot of knowledge. You're an audio.
A lot of Dr. And Nick said you'll buy you a bunch of Dr. Pepper as well.
No, we're gonna get sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
We're gonna get sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Yeah, there we go. That's
Please sponsor us. All right. So once again, happy Thanksgiving. I know there's a lot of haters out there hating on the Sharks bet of the week. Okay,
oh yeah, we got to do the shark bet. Yeah,
but
there's a lot of people criticizing your bets lately. Like, I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
When I hit big, and I'm still up positive. So y'all ain't betting right or betting with me, and that's your own faults. And also,
and every week, and you can't guarantee every week either. You know?
Exactly, it's betting. If you don't know anything, Dave, well, the house always wins, right? That's the point. But
yeah, we're looking at you, Dave.
We're looking at you. That being said, I'm only going to do a Thanksgiving one for the Thanksgiving games. I'm going to bet like I always do on my own, and I'll probably hit again, but you guys won't be involved. And Dave can be like, yeah, it's all a bunch of bull crap. And I'm like, yeah,
maybe we get Dave on here. He could tell us what his bets are.
Yeah, I want to hear Dave's bet. Dave, such a piece. Anyways, so that being said, I have a 4-game. It's the same game plus is what it's called. Parlay for tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and we're gonna go with the Buffalo Bills, just taking the money line because they're actually giving up 9.5 points, and if Joe's right, it'll be a closer game than everyone expects. So I'm taking Buffalo Bills.
Yep, take the points, yeah, for sure.
I'm doing the over on that game, which is 54.5.
Yeah, I'll take the over on that.
Big shootout for sure. I'm also taking the Dallas Cowboys, and here's where we're gonna disagree, I'm sure, because I'm giving up the 9.5. Okay, so they're going to start out 9.5 to 0. I think the Cowboys will cover that against the Giants. Like I said, the offensive line I think is just going to get wrecked. So that's where my money is in that. And then I'm obviously Minnesota Vikings had a fluke weekend last weekend. They got to bounce back, and what better place to do it than US Bank Stadium against the New England Patriots? Am I right?
I wonder how bright those lights are going to be for Kirk.
It is a little scary, but you know.
Need some bright lights, man. They're playing in the evening.
They'll run Dalvin Cook off and then start passing Justin Jefferson. They'll be fine. Mm-hmm. That's a money line bet.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Patriots offense too is kind of shaky as well. So
yeah,
Minnesota's defense are going to go after them. The purple people eaters, and they're going to go after them a little bit.
Oh, for sure. That's my 14 parlay for tomorrow's Thanksgiving Day. I put $50 on it because it's Thanksgiving. You know, let's live a little. The payout would be $374.34. And when I hit that, Dave, I'm going to send you $5 so that way you can sign up for FanDuel and we can both get some free money. That being said, I'm going to throw up the FanDuel link again in the comments. If you sign up before Thanksgiving, so like two nights sign up, you get $75 for free when you place your first $10 bet. Let's go. Even more money, even more free money. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, it's the holidays, and we're trying to give you guys money and information for free.
It's a bunch of
take advantage of these promos, man.
Joe, it's been fantastic. I'm excited for the holiday season. Tomorrow's going to be great. I hope you're not working because I'm not working.
I'm not working.
Oh, thank God. I'm excited. I feel bad for people that have to.
I'm excited to get fat. Yes.
Get fat.
There you go. You got to unbutton the pants, just to get that extra food in,
Is that what you got to do? Or you just sit on the toilet and eat at the same time so it goes right there.
Every pound that comes out, another one comes in, right?
Oh, gosh. We've talked about poop a lot on this podcast today. Also brought to you by Cologuard. Please use Cologuard. All right, guys. Joe, you got anything you want to add before I close out the show here?
I got a whole rant on the Rams, but I'm not going to get into it this week. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's we can start. Maybe the next week we'll start with the Rams rant.
Oh man, they're going to Kansas City this weekend, and possibly with a third stringer starting. So I'm not feeling too hot,
bro. And the Packers are going to play the Eagles. What do you think I feel? Like, how do I feel? Jeez.
Well, I mean, maybe we'll see. I know. Rodgers doesn't seem too concerned. Rodgers doesn't seem too concerned about the Eagles, but
he never seems
your
concerned.
eye roll is great.
He never seems concerned. What if we just pick them in the upsets? If we pick both of them on a parlay in the upsets, the Rams and the Packers, and for some reason they pull it off, dude, that's easy money.
Fair. That's fair.
All right. So, guys, thanks for watching, friends, family, loyal viewers. We're on Opinions Mostly podcast. Obviously, you're probably watching this. Oh, that's thunder. Sorry.
We receive a lot of emails. We try
Sorry.
to get back to everyone as soon as we can and answer them during every show.
I heard thunder. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Yeah, Joe, yeah. You guys email us at opinionsmostlypodcast@gmail.com with all your pressing questions. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, please. Ask some questions. Let's get our community built. Help us build that community. And who knows, we might even have you on the show. Also, the FanDuel link will be in the comments. Sign up. Let's win some money.
Sign up, baby.
Other than that, guys, it's been a pleasure. Great week. Joe, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Boom, boom, boom,
Thanksgiving.
boom. Love one another.